it's me, Vicky Marie, and good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this even crazier world that we're living in. So, don't know if you're watching the scenes here. Donald Trump has probably won. He's going to be president again. Just, it's a bit surreal, isn't it? Anyway, so it's good news for you Trump supporters. You know, half of America will be happy today, and half of the world, I suppose, and half of the world won't be. He's going to talk, so let's listen to him.
Next to you and remember still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.
No, despite all the hang on, he's not talking yet. Despite all the celebrity endorsement of Kamala, despite all the polls saying it was going to be really close, it doesn't look like it. It was really close. Okay.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, we are now winning in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes. But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great. Very proud of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Winning the popular vote was very nice, I will tell you. It's a great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room. with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They've made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good. And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races. And I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies. We did tele-rallies with each one of them. And sometimes we did 2 or 3 and it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that, nobody. So I just wanted to thank you very much for that. And you have some great senators and some great new senators. And it also looks like we'll be keeping control of the House of Representatives. And I want to thank Mike Johnson. I think he's doing a terrific job, terrific job. I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. Who has the #1 best-selling book in the country. Can you believe that? Oh, no, she's done a great job, works very hard to help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family, my amazing children, and they are amazing children. Now, we all think our children are amazing. Everybody here thinks their children are amazing, but that's a good thing when you think they are. But Don, Eric, Ivanka, Tiffany, Barron, Laura, Jared, Kimberly, Michael, thank you all. What a help. What a great. My father-in-law, Victor, is tremendous. And we miss very much Melania's mother, Amalia. We miss Amalia, don't we, huh? She would be very happy right now, standing on this stage. She'd be so proud. She was a great woman, that one. Beautiful inside and out. She was a great woman. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, J.D. Vance. And his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Usha Vance. And he is a feisty guy, isn't he? You know, I've said, go into the enemy camp. And you know, the enemy camp is certain networks. And a lot of people don't like to, sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC? He'll say, all right, thank you very much. He actually looks like, he's like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it. And then he just goes in and absolutely obliterates them. Say a couple of words here.
Wild. Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Thank you very much. He's turned out to be a good choice. I took a little heat at the beginning, but he was, I knew the brain was a good one, about as good as it gets. And we love the family, and we're going to have a great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special. It lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. If we had to wait longer, I don't know. It was going bad, and it was going bad fast. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. Let me also express my tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The Ice Maiden, we call her the Ice Maiden. Come here, Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background. Come here, Susie.
This wasn't expected, but I just want to thank, obviously, President Trump for this journey. It was a great one, and he's a hell of a candidate. He's going to be a hell of a great 47th president. And this team that we had, the best team, and of course, even my boss, Susie Wiles, the best. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Susie. Look at this. She's shot. I've never seen her be shot before. Susie. They're great. Everybody up here is great. Everybody up here is very special. But the Trump, who did you say? Oh, let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon.
Oh, no.
No, he is. Now he's an amazing guy. We were sitting together tonight. You know, he spent 2 weeks in Philadelphia and different parts of Pennsylvania campaigning. You know, he sent the rocket up 2 weeks ago. And I saw that rocket, and I saw it coming down. I saw it. When it left, it was beautiful, shiny white. When it came down, it didn't look so pretty. It was going 10,000 miles an hour, and it was burning like hell. I said, what happened to your paint job? He said, we've never made a paint that could withstand that kind of heat. And but I saw it come down and turn around. And it was, you know, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a little smaller than that, but it's big. And it came down, and you saw that fire burning. And I'm saying, only Elon can do this. It must be an Elon. And I tell the story. I told it last night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted, no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here. And that very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, you know, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again. So I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold. And especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor. Do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space age movie or something. I put the phone down, bad part. I didn't pick it up for 45 minutes, and he was holding. But this spaceship came down, and I saw those engines firing, and it looked like it was over. It was going to smash. And then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and it put it straight. And it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it. And just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby. And it was a beautiful thing to see. And I called Elon. I said, Elon, was that you? He said, yes, it was. I said, who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can the United States do it other than you? No. Nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great. And you know, when we had the tragic Hurricane Helene, and it hit North Carolina, they were really devastated, the water. This was a big water, as big as we've ever seen, water hurricane. It built lakes out of nothing. Fields became lakes, and the danger was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink. I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what, he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were down. I called Elon Musk. I said, Elon, you have something called Starlink. Is that right? Yes, I do. What the hell is it? He said, it's a communication system that's very good. I said, Elon, they need it really, really badly in North Carolina. Can you get it? He had that there so fast. It was incredible. So, and it was great. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character. He's a special guy. He's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses. I want to thank some of the guys. You know, we have up here today the U.S. Open champion. He's fantastic golfer. He's slightly longer than me. It's a little bit longer than me. Just a little bit. Bryson DeChambeau is up here someplace. What happened to Bryson? Where is he? Bryson. Oh, he was shot. He's hitting balls. Oh, he's on the way. He's hitting balls. Bryson. Oh, look at him.
Oh, he's been on with it.
He's got a great career going. Great U.S. Open, Bryson. That's a fantastic job. And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job. He's a tough guy. So Dana started UFC and came to me, do you mind if I use your, nobody wanted to give him Marines because they said it's a rough sport, a little rough. And I helped him out a little bit, and I went, and they said, this is the roughest sport I've ever seen, but I began to like it, and he loved it, and nobody's done a better job in sports. And you know, he's a very motivational kind of a guy, what he does. He gets these fighters, and they really go at it, and it's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time. It's doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words because people love to hear from him. Dana, please.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hardworking man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustin' with the boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
That is a piece of work. Now he's really an amazing guy. But most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory like like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hardworking people. These are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He came in, and he's going to help make America healthy again. And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're going to let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally, we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years, we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time. But we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom. Together, we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny. We're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from them. Can you imagine? 901 something, a lot of rallies. And it was sad. Everybody was sad. Many people, I said, this is our last rally. But now we're going on to something that's far more important, because the rallies were used for us to be put in this position where we can really help our country. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our country better than it ever has been. And I said that many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason. And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me. This is a great job. There's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen all across our land to join me in this noble and righteous endeavor. That's what it is. It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try. We're going to try. We have to try. And it's going to happen. Success will bring us together. I've seen that. I've seen that. I saw that in the first term when we became more and more successful. People started coming together. Success is going to bring us together, and we are going to start by all putting America first. We have to put our country first for at least a period of time. We have to fix it, because together we can truly make America great again for all Americans. So I want to just tell you what a great honor this is. I want to thank you. I will not let you down. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, we are at 2:52 in the morning in Washington, 7:52 in the UK. Donald Trump claims victory in this election. He said this was a movement like no one has seen before, the greatest political movement. We're going to help our country heal. It needs help very badly.
I admit.
Claimed all sorts of
So there you go. He's declared victory. I hope he's right, because remember what happened last time? He declared victory and then, of course, he didn't win. And then he declared it was a fake election. But I don't think that's going to happen this time. Looks, oh, well, Kamala's got 204 now, and he's got 266. So he's only got 9 more to go before. So you can see, it's so, do you know what? The whole world's divided as far as politics is concerned these days. Some people will be really happy he's won, and some people will be like distraught that he's won. That's the way it is, isn't it? With politics these days, everything seems to be a 50-50 split, or, well, not in the UK. I mean, we had a resounding result, of course, didn't we? But I'm glad all this politics is over with now, because so that's the British election out of the way, the American election out of the way. No, I'm not going to talk about politics now until the next elections. You know, the people have spoken. Donald Trump, no matter what anybody who's against him thinks, if he wins, if he ends up winning as projected, that's democracy. Like the Brexit votes, like everything else, you can't win. You know, trouble with democracy is that when it's not the result you want, it's annoying, isn't it? I personally think Lenin was right, and it's like people shouldn't have the right to. No, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. But anyway, we'll see what happens. To me, I would never have wanted him to win, but he's won. And that's what the people want, and it's the people that count. That's what a democracy is about. But I hope he does the only things that I've always liked about Donald Trump, although he's not my favourite person, but some things that I like the fact that, you know, he doesn't get involved in wars and things like that. He's isolationist, isn't he, as far as America's concerned. So I'd like to see the end of these wars, especially the Ukraine war that I can't believe has gone on for all these years. He said it would never have happened if he was in power. Maybe it wouldn't. I mean, I do think, because at the time of the Ukraine war, when that started, we had Boris Johnson in Britain as Prime Minister. He didn't even take Putin's phone calls, before he invaded. I do feel, maybe Donald might have made a difference. And, the thing is, to me, I don't care who wins it. It's not about whether I support Russia or I support Ukraine or I support normal civilian people and animals that get caught up in wars. War is wrong, full stop, as far as I'm concerned. And then, of course, we've got the problems in Israel and stuff, in Gaza. What's he going to do about that? What's he going to do about that? Is he going to make a difference there? So I hope so. I hope so. I hope that he'll do what he said that he will do, because to me, those are the only positive things about Donald Trump. So many, you've got to remember he's a convicted felon and a child molester. He's so involved. There are so many bad things about Donald Trump, but do you know what doesn't seem to make any difference to women? A lot of women seem to think he's great, despite the fact he's not been very good to women. But he's got something about him, I understand. I don't mean as far as, attractive is concerned. I wouldn't know what any woman would ever see in him, with his orange face and his weird hair. But he was attractive when he was younger, of course. Look, they're all dancing now and everything. I've got the BBC on the telly and I've got Sky News on here. So that's it. Everyone has their view. Everyone has their view. So, and anyway, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what any of us think, because he has won, or it looks like he's won. So America will be or his supporters will be celebrating tonight. Let's see what happens tomorrow. The things that worry me a little bit about Donald Trump is Elon Musk, first of all. So he's going to give Elon Musk a lot of power. And Elon Musk, to me, is like some bloody megalomaniac who thinks just because he's rich, he can do whatever he wants. And also, he worries me a little bit that he said, oh, you only have to vote this time, you'll never have to vote again. So what is he planning? But because, of course, they've got control of the Senate, he put the judge of the Supreme Court is a Republican, it was put there by Donald Trump. So he's got a lot of power now. Maybe he's got too much power. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, so tonight is his night, his supporters' night. And then it's just a question of, will he put what he says into practice? I'd just like to see the wars end. If he does that, if he manages to create some peace, then good. That's great. And then I'll be glad that he's president. Of course, for American people, their priorities are immigration. This has been a big thing. I think that's really probably what let Kamala down, because, at the end of the day, Kamala's government have been the government, haven't they, for the past 4 or 5 years? And immigration seems to have got worse. And, there's been a lot of high-profile cases, haven't they, of people being murdered by illegal immigration. Of course, he says he's not against immigration, he's against illegal immigration. Something seems to have gone wrong with the borders. People seem to just be able to come over whenever they feel like it. So if he's going to put a stop to that or help that, I don't know. But as long as, obviously, there's got to be a process. It's one thing to stop illegal immigration, but, America was built on immigrants at the end of the day. You could really say that every American is an immigrant one way or another. So just as long as it's controlled, same as in the UK or anywhere. It's not immigration per se. It's if people are just coming over to these various countries and they've already got you know, a lot of the people that have come over and committed crimes in America, they already had committed crimes in their own country, like Rachel Marin's killer. So that was a big thing, wasn't it? Because, you know, how did he even get over the border? You know, because he was a murderer. He had an Interpol red notice out for him, and he still got into America, then killed Rachel Marin, you know, attacked somebody else. Who knows what else he did? So there you go. Exactly, yeah. Immigration is good. Immigration is good if it's legal immigration. You know, if people, you know, you're never going to stop it for a start. And it does work both ways, of course. In America, a lot of people go over to Mexico, go the other way for whatever reason. So, but the borders need to be controlled. I mean, wherever, whatever country it is, controlling borders is important. Of course it is. You know, for lots of reasons. I just don't know how anybody gets into a country. Surely, I'm sure that if you've got, here in Spain, if you've got some sort of conviction or whatever, I'm sure it flags up when you try and leave. I know somebody who that happened to him. It wasn't a serious thing that they'd done. There was what was it that they had done? Anyway, something, they hadn't paid their fine, whatever it was something that you get a fine and community service for. Can't remember exactly what it was. So it wasn't, you know, crime of the century. It was probably a driving offence or something like that. Anyway, when they tried to leave Spain, it flagged up on their passport. So I don't know. So there you go. Now I'm going now because I've got to go and have some breakfast. I'm going to have some breakfast, but then I will be back not to talk about Trump. That's it now. Well, unless something dramatic happens in the meantime. But it's looking like Trump's won. You know, as I say, half the world will be happy and half the world. And they say that Putin wanted Kamala to win. You know, but who knows? You just don't know, do you? So, you know, Donald Trump, he'll be on the first thing he'll do, be on the phone, hopefully, to Vladimir Putin saying, you know, get this war sorted. And he'll turn around to Zelensky and say, you're not having any more money. So Zelensky suddenly will want to do peace talks because there's been no peace talks. That's what annoys me in that conflict. I know Putin was the aggressor, but then you could argue about that because, you know, it's such the Russia-Ukraine thing goes back so far. But why has there been no negotiations whatsoever? You know, nothing. It's just been throw money at it, more people being killed. And, you know, these wars that seem to have no end. You know, the same with the Israeli thing. You know, Hamas did a terrible thing. It was awful what they did. And Israel has done terrible things too. So where's it going to end? You know, there's got to be some sort of negotiations, hasn't there? But whose birthday is it? Oh, Claire's your birthday on Friday. On Friday I will sing you happy birthday in Spanish. Okay, so I'm going to go and have a scrambled egg on toast for my breakfast. And then I'll be back shortly, or not dead shortly, in a couple of hours, because I want to give you an update about the Sarah Sharif trial. So there you go. America's going to be waking up to a new president. Oh, Kamala's on 218 now, and Trump is on 266. I'll tell you what, if this turns out like last time, where Donald Trump came out, declared that he was the winner, and then he didn't win, there's going to be civil war, isn't there? Something. Oh, dear. Okay, I'll see you soon. And until I see you again, may your God go with you. So, there you go. I'd like to say congratulations, Donald Trump, but I don't think I can quite manage that. But anyway, let's have some peace in the world then. Follow through what you said you're going to do, Donald. Let's put an end to the wars. Bye.